Hi everyone, I'm Donna Stellhorn, your practical astrologer, and today we are talking about the lunar eclipse. It is on September 7. It's at 15 degrees of Pisces, and this, along with the solar eclipse that's on September 21, this is a pair of pretty intense eclipses. So we're going to concentrate in this video on the lunar eclipse and what it may mean for you. This video is a little bit different than my usual videos. There's no tutorial in this video at the end because I wanted to really focus on the eclipses and give you more information. And so those tutorials will be coming back after we finish eclipse season. Okay, Aries, this lunar eclipse may bring up some issues for you that you thought were solved. And this is because the position of the lunar eclipse, plus that Saturn has gone retrograde back into Pisces. So it's kind of like the eclipse and Saturn are standing right behind you, like whispering in your ear, or making you have that uncomfortable feeling that there's something there. And the solution is to turn and face this, to actually root out what is making you uncomfortable. So to do this, what you might do is at the end of the day, go through the things that have happened, like mentally tick off all of the different things, and especially looking for where you acted impulsively, where you felt anger rising in you, where you took action where you didn't really want to, but because of external circumstances, you felt you had to. And you might do this just mentally going through a checklist, or you might do some journaling. You see, the energy of Aries is naturally about self-direction, about autonomy, about choosing when you're going to take action and not having yourself so affected by others. But right now, this eclipse is the one whispering in your ear, maybe causing you to take action when you didn't really want to. So this time, as you look through this energy of the day and where you felt anger, where you felt frustration, those could have been triggered by something external. And then you can find that button, what got pushed, and then disengage that button. So if you were given the chance to completely change one part of your life, what would it be? Take a moment and think about this, because oftentimes that answer will tell you where the eclipse is falling in your chart. And so when we have an eclipse, especially an eclipse that affects the sun in the chart, what gets affected is how you describe yourself and to others. Then, just less than a month later, Venus opposes the eclipse degree, and that happens on October 1st. And that's going to be some sort of maybe announcement about commerce, about prices, about goods, because Venus rules the Taurus energy, which is the stuff that we want to have. Now, probably the 410 hit is considered one of the most stressful because it is about home and career. And of course, you can mitigate a lot of this energy by leaning in and making as many changes as you can in those areas. Now, when it comes to love relationships, specifically new love, the sun is making a semi-sextile to Mars. And that's, it's an aspect, and you need an aspect to make a connection. And Mars is going through a relationship house for you, so all of that is good. But it does look like you're awfully busy, and so you may be moving too quickly for someone to catch up. So one of the things to consider is, if you are looking for a love relationship, to make sure that you're looking around to see who's trying to get your attention. Now, when it comes to existing love relationships, Mars is making a nice sextile with Venus. That means that the two of you can come together, solve problems, work out things, but mostly just have some fun. This is a really positive time for you because Venus is going through an area of your chart about pleasure and joy, and then Mars, as I said, is in a relationship area. So this is really good. This is really a good time to connect together and go do something really fun. Now, when it comes to your money, you pull money from Venus which is in this area of risk-taking, creativity, self-expression, and so this could bring you some really interesting opportunities that could bring money. Now, this is something where you may have to step out of your comfort zone just a bit, which is something that Aries doesn't mind doing. And so it's just a matter right now of saying what sounds fun, what sounds interesting, and look at creative solutions to anything that stands in your way as an obstacle. This is a time where there could be some really good money-making opportunities for you, and all it takes is you having that push, that little bit to say, yes, I want this, and you can grab hold of it. Now, when it comes to money from business or from investments, Venus is not making an aspect with Pluto, but it is making that nice sextile with Mars. And so it's quite possible for you to make more money over this next 2 weeks through some creative work, doing something a little bit differently, definitely being proactive. This is that there may be some new partnership opportunity, someone to collaborate with, or someone who could guide you in some sort of money-making activity. Now, when it comes to money from your career, so that would be a paycheck, the Venus is not making an aspect with Uranus. It is making the sesquiquadrate to Saturn. So there's at least an aspect. It's not a great one. And most of that is because while you seem to be working very, very hard, your contribution is not being noticed or recognized as it should be. And so that may be just a matter of you starting to talk about what you're doing, but it also may be that your boss is distracted or that the company is working on other things. They're just so focused on other things that you're getting missed, you're getting not noticed. Now, the sesquiquadrate says that you can step out into the limelight and do that, but it may not feel comfortable for you at this time. And so you could wait till this aspect lines up better, which I think you're going to see that in October and November, you are going to get some better aspects. Now, I have pre-recorded a class on these two eclipses, and this class covers what houses the eclipse is going to fall in your chart and the planets that could be affected. If you want to know more about this class and get access, there is a link in the description. Or consider having a reading, and that link is also in the description.